What is up, folks? I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of Upgrading Ecom Supplements Copywriting, where each week my goal is to break down, critique, and then improve upon 7, 8, and 9-figure ecom supplement companies' copywriting and sometimes their marketing strategy. So this week we have a company named Trulean, and we're going to be looking at their hero SKU, their number one product, Everyday Wellness. So this company is owned by the prolific entrepreneur Trulean. He owns I think 10 plus companies and does well over $200 million a year. And so if you ever see his podcast, his social media, he is always plugging this specific product, Everyday Wellness. And so what I wanted to do was go through, kind of look at their funnel, assess it, and then break it down and show you how I would improve upon it. Because, well, this company is already doing 8 figures. There's a few different opportunities I see in this page and then also in their overall strategy that I think could dramatically improve upon their overall conversions on a page like this. So let me go ahead and squeeze my head down to a smaller size so that this all makes a lot more sense. So very first and foremost, I love this picture that they have right here with the overall bag and then the sachets that the individual servings come in. It's very clean. It looks very nice. Then over here, we have the overall headline, just the name of the product. I would make that more of a problem solution kind of headline. People are going to realize what the name of the product is. I think that that could be changed to dramatically improve things, hit on a little bit of a problem, talk about a solution. Then from here, we have the different tabs up here. So we have the description of the product. Then we have some of the bullets right there, benefits. Then we talk about the taste, how each serving has 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Then we have this 9-in-1 inflammation and immune support formulation, gives your body all it needs to feel rejuvenated from the inside out. Then we hit on some of the individual ingredients. Then we hit on the taste. And then right below that, we have the ability to go ahead and buy right away. So you can either do the subscribe and save 20% or the one-time purchase. Then we have a benefits tab here. And the benefits tab just hits a tiny bit on the benefits. But these are really more of features, I would say, because we're not talking about what vitamin C does for you. We're not discussing how vitamin D is going to improve inflammation or the immune system. We are just listing the amount that are in there, which makes it more of a feature and less of a benefit. These down here, these last 3 could maybe be considered kind of benefits, but they're definitely still more features. We're just saying immune function, healthy digestion, supports normal joint function. So still, those could be strengthened to a large degree, in my opinion. This tab, they're just breaking down step by step exactly how to use the product. And then with the what's inside section, it is just listing out all the individual ingredients. So all in all, above here, there's some elements, but I think that this could be made a lot stronger. Also, I want to highlight the 470 5-star reviews that we have right there. That's a great thing to have right there towards the top. Great social proof. And then as we scroll down, we have the vectors, sugar-free, vegan, natural, 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. So you'll see one common theme on this page is that they'll mention the 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C multiple different times, but they never really just come right out and say what the vitamin C does. And I think that's a very big area they could improve upon to really hammer home why 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C is so important. Then we have our trusted by experts section, which is obviously going to be social proof. We have an MD and nutrition specialist with Dr. Amy Shah. We have Russell Brand, who is a thought leader, actor, podcaster. Then we have Trulean, the man, the myth, the legend, complete business savage, entrepreneur, and podcaster. And then we have another entrepreneur and fitness coach right there. So lending to the social proof aspect. As we come down here, I really enjoy this picture for one specific reason, and that is due to the fact that you see kind of the order of operations of how it works. We have the sachets, then we have it in a mixer bottle, then we have it getting poured into a cup so you can see how the product is used. We have our headline, give your body a daily vitamin boost. Then they go back into talking about the taste, that it gives your body this extra boost to feel its best. Then we hit a tiny bit on the benefits with support healthy immune function when you're under the weather and some of the joint pain and no artificial ingredients. Then we hit on a few more of the overall ingredients that are in the product. And then this is probably the strongest copy in this section. These shots are safe for the whole family and easy to take anywhere. Great for back to school, travel, busy moms, and anyone on the go. So they're hitting a little bit there on who are the kind of people that would use it. It's people that are on the go, busy moms. You'll notice if you look at any of Trulean's marketing, it's heavily geared towards the kind of like busy mom, middle-aged woman type. Then we have social proof again. See how everyday wellness has helped others just like you. These are just screenshots of reviews from verified buyers, kind of very boilerplate that you'll find on a page like this. Then we get down to the ingredients section, Mother Nature's 9-in-1 wellness support. I like that. We could be making it a lot stronger though, and gearing it strictly towards the main benefit that we're trying to drive them towards. Although with their ingredients section, it's done very well. They have really clean images that are kind of eye-grabbing and attention-grabbing. Personally, if anybody has looked into immune boosting, inflammation, joint pain, they've heard of vitamin C, ginger, turmeric. I would personally lead with the astragalus because it is a new and unique ingredient that people probably haven't heard of. Although one of the things that they do very well in this ingredient section is they tie all of the ingredients around how it's going to help with inflammation, how it's going to support the immune system. So for that, I think that this is a pretty solid section on the page as well. And then this graphic is phenomenal here. It's a great mix of features and benefits. It's very attention and eye grabbing. So we have the turmeric, we have the cayenne, we have the ginger, we have the lemon, and then we go through a number of different features and benefits. So, the cayenne helps with joint pain, no artificial ingredients. We have the ginger helping with immune support, 0 calories and 0 sugar. The turmeric for anti-inflammatory, and then the amazing citrus flavor, and again, 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Then we have our basic product comparison section here. So it is the wellness shot versus emergency and a 8-ounce glass of orange juice. And they did it a little bit differently than you'll see most other e-com companies do. So most other e-com companies use your stereotypical green check mark versus red X. Obviously the red X is the stuff that they don't have. The green check mark is what the company who's doing the comparison always has theirs filled out. So showing that theirs is better and superior to the other products. So here they just went with the kind of nutrition facts with sugar, calories, and then the vitamins and minerals that are in it. So this is all right. I think this is another way that they could dramatically improve upon the page though. Then we have our supplement facts where it just plainly lists on the label exactly what is in there and the portions of each. Functional vitamins you can feel working right away. I think that's a really strong headline because people do want to see that a product works right away, that they can feel it. And then this is where I think some of the copy gets a little bit better. This is my favorite part of this whole section right here. The natural inflammation fighting ingredients were handpicked to be the off switch to inflammation and joint discomfort. Off switch really gives you kind of a mind movie. We go into a little bit of the features, hygienically sealed packets. Then they have the ingredients listed out again. And then we have our basic section to cross-sell them on Everyday Fit, Everyday Energy and Focus, and then Trulean powdered greens to increase the average order value. We have our frequently asked questions, which is a nice beefy section. I think they did a phenomenal job on that. And then basically just our reviews where people can leave nice things about the product. You can read them all. There's going to be some pictures that go along with it. So this is their overall page. And I think it's well put together. Aesthetically, it is phenomenal. But there are some areas that I think that they could dramatically improve upon from an overall persuasion and copywriting perspective. So one of the very first things is I think that there needs to be a lot more benefits on the page. I also think that there needs to be some kind of unique mechanism. A lot of supplement copywriting is heavily based on the mechanism because it is a very crowded and jaded market. You need to give them something that feels new and newsworthy to elevate your product above what other people are doing. So if anybody's looked at this product and they've probably seen a lot of other products that are claiming to help with inflammation, joint pain, immune system, all those kinds of things. So let's flip over to the Google Doc that I have and I'll show you guys how I would actually go upon improving on this. So the very first thing that I actually want to discuss doesn't have to do with the copy on the page that we just took a look at. Instead, it is their overall strategy for acquiring customers. So right now, what they're currently doing is they're going from ads and then they're dropping them on the page that we just reviewed. And while that page is good, one of the things that it is not is set up to convert cold traffic. It's missing large swaths of different persuasion and conversion elements. So instead, what I would recommend that they would do is go from ads to an advertorial and then drop them on the page that we were just reviewing. So if you don't know, an advertorial is a page that looks like it's an editorial, but it's also blended with advertising. So what it really does is it sells the person on a problem, it sells them on shifting their belief, and then it highlights a new solution for them that can resolve that problem. And one of the things that's great about advertorials is it doesn't look like a sales page. It doesn't look like an ad. It looks more informational. So it has a habit of dropping people's guard. They are able to actually absorb the information. And because it isn't a long sales page that is obviously a piece of advertising, or it isn't a very oblivious ad, what it does is a phenomenal job of selling people on the problem or the solution and shifting their belief to feeling like they need whatever it is that is being covertly sold on that page. One of the also things that I very much so like about advertorials is it allows you to test a lot of different angles. You can test different pain points, you can test different benefits, you can test different mechanisms. And one of the things about advertorials is they're usually going to be somewhere between 1,200 to 1,500 words long. So they're not as long as your typical blown out sales page. And then also the design elements on a advertorial are very simple. So you could literally have a couple different advertorials up and getting tested each week. You could be testing headlines, the image at the top of the advertorial, the lead, to really see which pain points, which benefits, which outcomes, and which mechanisms are going to resonate with the people that are going through and reading the advertorial. You can also go ahead and split test the different types of advertorials that you use. So you could have one that is all about a personal story. So somebody who took everyday wellness, it resolved their fatigue, their inflammation, their immune system got boosted, their joint pain went away. So it's a first person story about somebody going through and explaining how they were feeling beforehand, the pain points that they were in, and then the different solutions they tried that didn't work. And then maybe they saw an ad or a friend recommended this product. They started to take it. Then they started to notice how they felt better. And now they want to share that with you. So that's more of a personal story style advertorial. Then we have a more informational advertorial. And in this, you're just highlighting a new problem or a new solution that is kind of disrupting the market, that is shifting the person's belief, that is really just getting into, hey, if you don't know, here's this common problem with this common solution, or here's 5 different ways to tell if your dog has joint pain and they're suffering in silence and you don't know about it. And it can also be based around a solution. So for an informational advertorial, you're really just highlighting a new problem they didn't know they had and kind of shifting that belief. And then also giving them a new solution to an old problem, an outdated way of doing things. Now there's this new and exciting way that people are doing it. And then the last kind is going to be value-based. So this is a listicle. We've all read these before. 5 reasons why you need a detox. 5 reasons why cayenne pepper is the best household kitchen spice for joint pain. So things along those lines where it is just mainly based on value. People don't know that they're being sold to. And I just really think advertorials are a great acquisition strategy for any e-com company, specifically e-com supplement companies, because you can test a bunch of different variations. They don't require a lot of copy. They don't require a lot of design, and you can test headlines, you can test images, you can test leads. There's a lot of different testing that you can do to narrow it down and figure out what exactly is the pain point, the outcome, and the mechanism that resonates with people. So then what happens is once you find an advertorial that is winning, what you go ahead and do is you make the page congruent to that advertorial. So let's say for everyday wellness, we went with an overall fatigue angle. And so the advertorial that's talking about fatigue is the winner. So it's getting all the click-throughs. What you do is you go ahead and you then modify the page that you're driving them to make that congruent with the fatigue angle. So then that way you have the ad that's talking about fatigue, you have the advertorial that's talking about fatigue, and then the page that you drop them on is also talking about fatigue. So the whole funnel becomes very congruent. So I already kind of mentioned some of this, but one of the things that I really like about advertorials is it pre-sells them on the problem and the solution. And it does it in a way that doesn't feel super over the top. It doesn't feel hypey. It doesn't feel aggressive like your typical direct response, but it kind of covertly sells them on the problem and then the solution that it solves. And probably the biggest benefit of advertorials is you're going to get a lot higher quality traffic because people are warmed up because they are pre-sold. And it's also going to increase that click-through rate on your page, which is going to be a massive benefit because we have more people hitting the checkout. Everybody who is landing on that page after the advertorial, they're pre-sold, they're warmed up, they're highly engaged, and they're already very interested in what you're selling. They just want to figure out how to get it, what the cost is there money back guarantee, all those kinds of things. And you can give that to them on that page. So for a company like Trulean, I would start running a lot of advertorials. I would go ad, advertorial, than the modifications to the page that I'm going to show you guys below. So let's get to the actual breakdown. Here's the things that I would change on the page based on what we saw that I broke down in the previous part of this video. So I'm going to be using the fatigue angle for this. So instead of going with their inflammatory immune, I'm going to use fatigue. It was something I saw them talk about in some of their other marketing talking about this product. So here's how I would kind of change it so you guys can get an idea of how I would go about making these changes. So right here, we have the headline. So how women go from rundown to rejuvenated using this 30-second morning routine. And so one of the things that you'll notice if you ever look at Trulean's marketing is it is predominantly geared towards women and is geared towards like busy mom, kind of middle-aged women. So that's why I use this, is because we're calling out who it is, who it's for right away, how women, and then we're talking about the transformation we know that they want, go from rundown to rejuvenated. And then we're giving them a simple, easy 30-second morning routine. It's a solution they can use that doesn't take a lot of time, doesn't require a lot of energy. So we're doing a lot with that headline right there. Then for the image, I think the image they're using right now is good. Here is how I would improve upon it personally. So I would have 3 pictures of customers over the top that are holding the sachets, that have a big smile on their face, look healthy. So we have social proof of people who have used the product showing that they like it. Then on the bag, I would have the money back guarantee badge because they do actually offer a money back guarantee on this product. And then around the bottom, I would just have some different pictures of the ingredients to kind of foster curiosity, like the astragalus root, the ginger, the cayenne pepper, just to make it a little bit more eye-catching. And right then and there, even before anybody's gotten down into the copy, we've already accomplished a couple different things from a persuasion perspective. We've let them know that this is a 30-second routine. It will help them go from rundown to rejuvenated. We've called out exactly who it is that we're talking about with women. We've shown them a bit of social proof with the pictures of people holding it over the top of the bag. We've let them know that there's a guarantee. So we've done quite a lot in a very short period of time. Then as we get down to the actual copy itself, what I would do here is their copy kind of goes a little bit back and forth. I would have all the copy in the very beginning just be strictly focused on the benefits. So here's the copy that would just get right into the benefits and let them know exactly what this product is going to do for them. Everyday wellness allows you to reclaim youthful all-day energy, ditch the energy crashes that slow you down, eliminate jitters or sleep troubles from too much caffeine. So we're talking about youthful all-day energy, big thing with women, ditching energy crashes that slow you down. Everybody has been there. And then in this last bullet, eliminate jitters or trouble sleeping or sleep trouble from too much caffeine. So we're throwing rocks at alternatives there in the bottom. This delicious natural wellness shot nourishes your cells with the right nutrients to boost energy and mood. Each ingredient in this formula is hand-selected to help you go from rundown to rejuvenated so you can kiss midday energy crashes goodbye. All that copy is strictly focused on, we're not talking about ingredients. We're not getting into the fact that it has 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. We're just talking strictly about what this product is going to help you do. Then from there, we have our very first call to action. Underneath this, I would also have a little just bracket of copy here that hits on the money back guarantee. The more that you can hammer home the money back guarantee for anybody who is on the fence that would like to buy this product but isn't quite over the fence, a money back guarantee reverses that risk for them. So I would mention it a couple different times on the page. Then from there, instead of having their trusted by expert section here, I would actually have the screenshots of people that have left reviews for it because it is a lot closer to those people. I'll take the trusted by expert section and move it further on down the page, but I want to have the social proof from people that are just like them, getting the results that they want high up on the page to convince them and show them other people are getting the results that you currently want. I would switch up the headline to something like this: 5,000 people have reclaimed the youthful energy of their 20s thanks to everyday wellness. Then we have screenshots of that. And then here's a big part that I think is missing from their original page. They don't have a unique mechanism. So in today's current modern environment with supplement copywriting and marketing, people are jaded. So you can't just tell them this is the solution. You largely want to give them a unique mechanism of the problem. So why is this problem happening to them? And then that really tees it up nicely to be able to show them how this product is the solution to that problem that they didn't know that they had. So that's what we're going to be doing in this section that is currently missing from their page right now. Here's the headline that goes along with that. Here's why so many people are walking around dealing with the energy roller coaster all day long. Then as we go into the copy for this section, Most people eat food all day, but their cells are starving for the nutrients that help generate energy in their body and brain. If you're lacking these specific nutrients, then your body and brain can't create the energy you need on a basic cellular level. This is why things like coffee, energy drinks, or pre-workout never provide lasting energy throughout the day and cause crashes afterwards. Plus, too much caffeine makes you jittery and causes sleep issues. So right here, what we're doing is we're throwing rocks at alternatives. We are working to disqualify other alternatives that people will be looking at that are competing for our customers. And we're explaining why they don't work, why the energy crashes happen afterwards, and then why they're a poor alternative due to the fact that it makes them jittery, that it interferes with getting good quality sleep, which we all know that we need. So then this next section, we're connecting the new problem with a new solution that we have for them in everyday wellness. And we're creating a really smooth transition into speaking about the ingredients that are in this product. Instead, you need to nourish your cells with the right nutrients to create the energy you need from sun up to sundown. Those nutrients your cells are starving for are exactly what you'll find in each serving of Wellness Shot. Then we have another call to action. One of the things that they are missing on the original page is they do not have enough calls to action. After each of those highly impactful sections of copy that you want to have a call to action there. It sounds crazy, but you don't just want to have one call to action high up on the page because people are lazy. So I like to have more calls to action here. Then that teases up really nicely to get into the ingredients section. Mother Nature's 9-in-1 Healthy Energy Booster. So I like the original Mother Nature's 9-in-1. I just added the Healthy Energy Booster to make it a little bit stronger, to relate it back to what we know that they want, which is increasing their energy. So what I would change up in this section, I think they did a pretty good job to begin with. I would lead with the most interesting ingredient they have, which is astragalus. Then I would make the overall ingredients section longer to show how all the ingredients work together synergistically to really increase somebody's energy, prevent energy crashes, improve their mood, and make them feel better throughout the day. Then from there, what I would do, another CTA. So you'll see this on a lot of pages that are high converting. You want to have as many opportunities for people, especially after highly convincing, persuading sections of copy, for people to buy right there. So that's why I think more calls to action on a page like this. If they did one thing, it would be that, and it could dramatically increase their conversions without really making any other changes. Then we have another social proof section. Here's what others are saying about Wellness Shot. So I made this a little bit smaller. It's the same ones that they had before. And then here we have the comparison section of the page. Everyday wellness is the healthier and more effective choice for all-day energy. I just improved the headline. And then we have the basic comparison chart they had on their original page. And here is the change that I would make for this specific section. I would go further than just the nutrition facts. I would have a few sentences highlighting what makes Everyday Wellness Shot significantly different and better than all these other alternatives. It'd be pretty easy with something like emergency and orange juice. And then I would go beyond just the nutrition facts, and I would do what a lot of other e-com supplement companies do, which is your basic comparison chart that has the green check mark or the red X. So the red X is obviously going to signify the things that they are missing, the things that are bad. The green check mark is going to signify overall the things that are being done right. Obviously, the Everyday Wellness Shot would just have a straight line of green check marks, and all the other products would have a mix of green check marks and red X's, showing that Everyday Wellness is the clear, easy winner out of these all. Then we have our Trusted by Experts section, and this is something that I thought they could add that would dramatically improve things as well. Just a basic money-back guarantee section. Try it risk-free. If it doesn't work, you don't pay a dime. This doesn't have to be complicated. It can literally be this long. It could even be shorter, but you want to have some kind of icon, some kind of vector that highlights this section, reverses the risk for them, lets them know that if this product doesn't work, totally good. We will give you all your money back. No questions asked, no hassle, prompt and courteous refund, all those kinds of things, just to remove the risk for them. Because you have to consider, these people just came from a Facebook ad. They might not know who Bedros is. They might not know who anybody is that's on this page. And you are at this current moment just some random person off the internet trying to get them to pull out their wallet and pay for something. So if you can reverse that risk in their mind by giving them a money back guarantee and having an entire section that highlights it, it has the propensity to reverse that risk in their mind and make them a lot more comfortable making that purchase on more of an impulse buy. Then right after that, of course, we're going to have another CTA to go ahead and grab the product. This is a perfect place to put this. Then we're going to have our basic FAQ. Their overall frequently asked questions section was great. And then we have our review section. So This is how I would personally take this page. I would reposition it. I would add in some sections. I would strengthen a lot of the headlines. I would make it a lot more wrapped around the benefits. I would put in a unique mechanism. And then I would also add a lot more calls to action. And then on the front end, I would actually run to a number of different advertorials. I wouldn't just go add to page. I would have a advertorial in the middle there to go ahead and pre-sell people and to really convince them on the problem and the solution before they ever hit the page, so that the overall quality of traffic they're getting and the click-through rates are significantly higher. So I hope this helps. I will be back in the next week or two with another one of these. And if you guys have any companies that you would like to see me do one of these breakdowns on, please go ahead and leave a comment in the description so that I can go ahead and do that breakdown for you guys. Take care. Adios.